in crisis?
How to show transparency in crisis.
In crisis.
Okay.
To show transparency in crisis.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. To how to show transparency in crisis. I want to put it in from two different perspectives. One, for you to be seen to be transparent, even in anything in life, apart from crisis, you must not be biased. Transparency, you must not be biased. You must be not be biased. You must be objective. Now, objectivity is one of the key factors in transparency. You must say it the way it is, even if it is affecting your friend or the organization. You must be honest, looking at the actual facts of the case involved. Just like I said, maybe because of this question, let me just say one or two cases. Now, there are some cases. I have about 5 cases here. Like we have the Thailand poison crisis, 1982. Now, these are just a situation where mistakenly somebody, in the course of mixture of their products, they did something. It wasn't intentional, but the harm has been done. As long as somebody can prove that you have a duty of care which you have not kept, or which lack of your negligence on the duty of care led to a loss, then it is a legal issue. So for you to show transparency, it must be seen, not even show, it must be seen that you are transparent.
We are rounding up now, so maybe that is why we are having this connectivity. But I know he will finish answering your question, and then we can just round up for today. I think he's having connectivity problem at the moment, so let's see if we can tune in again. Okay, all right. I think the best thing for us is to continue. I think it's just dropped. It's going to rejoin again. And Dr. Samina, thank you so much for your question. I think he's rejoining, and then he will answer your question. So we just, okay. So thank you so much, ma'am. I think he's rejoining. Okay.
I hope it's okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Yes, we want you to respond to the question, or have you finished answering the question?
Yes, I said the major thing is objectivity. You must be objective, and you must not be biased. And you must be honest in your judgment.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Are you okay with that, Dr. Samina?
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay. Dr. Stephen, any questions for Ambassador Odukoya?
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas, for this opportunity. It was such an amazing session. I really enjoyed, and I really learned a lot, what, Ambassador or Honorable Investor has taught us. So my question is that in the time of crisis, how can one be motivated and use that crisis opportunity, use that crisis as an opportunity? I would repeat it, that how can one be motivated in the crisis and use that crisis as an opportunity, for growth? Thank you.
Did you get the answer? The question?
How can one be?
How can one be motivated during the crisis?
Okay.
And what is the second one, sir?
Demotivated.
No, motivated.
Yes.
Using crisis as
and
motivated.
Yes.
Yes. And how can one convert that crisis, into an opportunity for growth, right?
Wonderful.
Yes.
Good question. Good question. Did you get it? The first one is how can Yes, and then the second one is how can you convert the conflicts into opportunity? Just simple as that.
Yeah, how can the to convert, how can the second one is what I got more. How can you convert conflict into an opportunity?
Yes.
Then the first one, I didn't really get it. The first one, what is the first one?
The first one is how can you motivate?
Hello? The first one.
How can you motivate someone that is having crisis? Okay, answer the one you can answer.
How can you,
yeah, just answer the one you
okay.
get. Yeah.
Okay. How can you convert a crisis into maybe a positive something?
Yeah,
I guess
opportunities,
that's
yes.
the second one.
Okay.
Now, of course, in life, yes, in life, in every misfortune, there's an opportunity, even though we don't pray for such. Now, in converting crisis into an opportunity, one must also be careful that such conversion do not have an adverse effect on your other human being. Now, the major thing you need to know in a crisis is to take an holistic study of the whole scenario. Now, for you to convert it, that's the main reason why I went to explain to us that you must know the pre-crisis period. What are those things that necessitated this crisis? You must engage with the stakeholders. By the time you know what the problem were that necessitated the crisis, then you can analyze the problem and look for ways of coming in. Now, somebody that is acting as a mediator in resolving crisis, some of them, they could be lawyers, they could be some other profession that will not do it for free. Then, if it's crisis that has to do with communal people, maybe dispute about one thing or the other, you can intervene by meeting those stakeholders, having a kind of plea bargain with them. What do you want? How do you want this thing resolved? If we do X and X for you, if we give you this and that, and by so doing, the person can profit from it. You can profit from it. You look at the loopholes, the shortcoming within the crisis, and you try to fill it to your own advantage. That is the way you can profit from crisis. But you must also have in mind that it should not be at the detriment of your fellow human being. Then I think the other one is that how can
you motivate?
One be demoralized?
No. How
demotivate?
can you? No. How can you motivate? Motivate.
Okay. Of course, how you can motivate people in crisis is to give them hope. For you to give them hope that whatever is happening, you give them hope, and they must see the step. You must take step to resolve the crisis. They must see that you are making step, and you must give them a kind of palliative, a temporary thing that can cushion the effect of the crisis for them. And you can't do that without injecting finance. If there is crisis, if it has to do with communal, you must find a way of ameliorating the impact on them, so that let them feel that, okay, certain people somewhere or certain people that are coming to resolve it, they are making impact. They are trying to lessen their burden. Let me just put it that way. If there is crisis and people don't feel that comfortable, or they don't feel that some people are involved, then they will not feel okay during the crisis.
Great. Amazing. Thank you so much for answering that question. Any other question? Because we will soon round up now. Dr. Samina, do you have anything to comment or something to contribute to what he said? Or do you still have any question?
Crisis, I think crisis and challenges are the part of life.
Yes.
It comes in life. Often we have to face the difficulties. So we have to overcome it with the brave heart and mind. And we should share it with our friends for the support, for guidance, and for the other people that when they face any challenge and crisis, what they do, the life story of them. We should listen the life story of them, and we should behave with intelligence that these crises, how we should overcome it, and how we should stand again and walk again on our way. That's all.
Amazing,
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Samina. And to round up as well,
Thank you.
Dr. Stephen Cameron, do you want to contribute? I know you've answered your questions, but just to add to this so that we can complete today's section this morning. Dr. Stephen, please.
Yes, thank you so much, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas, for giving me this opportunity. I've learned a lot out of this session, and it was such an amazing session. And I've learned this thing that the crisis. I think during crisis we should you know, focus on controlling ourselves, being brave, maintaining a positive mindset, and that can help us staying motivated as well. And we should break down the situation into some manageable steps, and set some realistic goals and take some proactive measures to achieve those goals. And we should also look for the opportunities in crisis by learning some new skills, reevaluating our priorities, discovering innovative solutions also. So we can also remember that the challenges often lead to personal growth and resilience. So thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Amazing,
Thank you, sir.
amazing. Thank you so much for this wonderful time.